everyone, and welcome back to your Dance Teacher Potential channel. We are coming to you today with the super important tool that you need to have in your tool bag as a dance teacher, which is knowing how to structure your classes. The way you plan your classes is very important because back when you are in the classroom and you are live, you need to make sure that you know what you want it to do and try to stick to your timing, especially so that your class is a balanced class.
You know, I think a lot of teachers, especially at the beginning, you go into a class and you look at the clock and you're like, I still have 30 minutes left. I've done everything that I wanted to do, and what do I do? And you just try to waste and fill up the time with action songs or running around giving scarves for no reason, just filling up the time. And if you structure your class and you plan out, okay, I have the first 15 minutes, we're gonna do a warm-up. Next 15 minutes, we're gonna travel throughout the room. Last 10 minutes, we're gonna play a game. Last 5 minutes, we're gonna get stickers, something like that. It helps the flow of your class so much, and it honestly rewires your brain to stop kind of checking the clock of like, how much time have I wasted? How much do I need to get done? When is this class gonna be over? And it will just fly by, honestly.
Yes. I agree. I think what we see a lot, especially when teachers are starting to teach, they come in anxious and they come in rushing and they come in a little bit underprepared. And so yeah, by the 30-minute mark, it's like everything that they had planned for the class is finished. So now what's gonna happen for the next 15 minutes? So for example, at the studio, we have the little ones classes that are 45 minutes. And so if you're teaching little ones only for 45 minutes, you do 15, 15, 15. So it's very easy to kind of figure out in your brain, you're gonna do your circle, play, exercises, creativity for 15 minutes, then you go across the floor for 15 minutes, and then you do jumps or imagination or whatever in the other 15 minutes. And slowly you'll find a flow that works best for you, but also what's gonna happen is if you've over-prepared and you realize you are still at the beginning of your structure and you've done 30 minutes of circle and the kids are probably losing and you're like, why do you have me stuck in here for so long? Then you're like, oh, so then you have the ability to skip ahead because you're like, okay, I didn't have time for my next 15 minutes, so I'm gonna finish strongly. Because right, we've talked about, it's like a performance or a choreography. You start strongly, you have your rituals, and you end strongly the end of your class. It's a little bit of an arc that you do every single time that you are inside with them. Another thing we tell to the teachers that teach the more advanced students, when you have your class structure also, you know, sometimes we're very familiar with the ballet curriculum, which is what Leah and I mostly do, where it's like, there's so many exercises sometimes to get through, right? And so we were telling you at the beginning of the season to just get them moving. And so one of the next things that you can do, and I think this is for any of the teachers, I was talking also to a tap teacher recently, and so you have your curriculum, and then you break it down for the years, and then you break it down for your class, and then you break it down for the 15 minutes, right? So there is this planning that you have, so you see that the students are not proficient in many of the steps that you want to teach them. But if you have that structure, then it keeps you on track where you have to pick your battles and you're like, okay, today I'm gonna spend extra time doing this plie, extra time doing this tendu, extra time explaining the pirouettes, but you cannot spend extra time with every single exercise because then you're doomed and your class structure is out the window, right? And so you're like, okay, today I spent extra time with the pirouettes. Maybe I need to skip 1 or 2 exercises so that I finish with my jumps and strongly. That's another thing. They should always move, which we've talked about. So part of your class structure is the end of the class. You have to get those heart rates up and you have to have that stamina and that adrenaline moving to make them, happy and moving, yes.
Yeah, and I think if you imagine yourself in a class or any class that you've taken, you know, you think we do our stretching, our warm-up, we go across the floor, and then we do a combo. So a younger kids class is exactly the same, just a little bit more broken down in time, right? So it's not that difficult. You just probably haven't thought about it before.
Yeah, absolutely. So timing, and structure, and then slowly you'll find out that if you have 20 students and it's going to take you 5 minutes to give them stickers instead of 2 minutes, and so you'll find your time, but staying structured is going to be really, really helpful.
That's all from us today. We are Dance Teacher Potential. We are on YouTube, Spotify, Apple. Please leave us a comment if you would like us to talk about anything, or if you would like to discuss anything yourself with us. We would love to know, and we'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.